And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case might be, everybody. Welcome into a Saturday edition of week number 8 of BOILeR. So again, good to see everybody. Wow, if I could stop doing stupid things, I could actually click over here and then get music going. Whoops. Kroos knows how to do audio. No, he doesn't. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Anyways, moving on, like I was saying, welcome in, guys. We got our first race of many here today. But if my cat would get off my lap now, I can move things. There we go. Yeah, we're starting off great. It's going to be a trolling-tastic day. Anyways, we got RobSnowlock on the left, your Washington Redskins representative, who is going to face... Oh, wow, I just saw that. Yep. Oh, wow, I just saw that, too. Damn gifts. Oh, my. Gotta go fast. There it is. I knew it was coming. Waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Oh, God, this one. And on the right, the P.E.K.K.A. himself. Over and over and over and over and over and over. I love that gif, but Mr. P.E.K.K.A. himself, TorNis, on the right-hand side. Your Denver Broncos facing off against each other. These gifs, oh my goodness, guys. This is why I love our racers. That gif just, oh my god, man. That P.E.K.K.A.ception is too much, man. But again, these two are going to face off head-to-head. Welcome in for anybody that's new to this. I will stop laughing and actually turn into like a pro commentator in a moment or two, I promise. Nonetheless, we race the best 2 out of 3. We both use Isaac. They both got the same Platinum God save file with absolutely everything unlocked. We're racing as Isaac so that both racers have the D6. That brings up a good point of there are 7 banned items and nobody can take in these races. Again, we do a best 2 out of 3. Through the Womb 2. Whoever kills Mom's Heart first is going to get a point down at the bottom of the screen. There's a list on the bot right now of the 7 banned items you cannot take. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. Toothpicks you can actually pick up if you want to. Nobody has yet, so moot point. Either way, really quick, here's a link to get into both racers' chats. So that'll get you into Rob and TorNis' chats side by side along with their videos, so make sure you do that. They are in a call together, so again, guys, feel free to start whenever you're ready. Best of luck to you both. And yeah, basically, we're going to do, like I said, best 2 out of 3 through the Womb 2 with those restrictions. They know the rules. We've done 6 races apiece on both of these guys, so at this point, they know what they're doing. But they will be off and running whenever they feel like they're going to do so. They both got literally about the exact same room staring him in the face here. Rob got all 3 possible rooms that he could have gotten here in the basement one on his, so that's a bit interesting. And they're off and running. Ooh. Spelunker hat and Rainbow baby. So let's Rainbow me if you guys would. I'm gonna head into a couple of curse rooms. Oh wow, the nail for TorNis. Well, we're starting off nicely here today apparently. So on the right, TorNis' side, he's got Rainbow baby. That will fire out random follower tiers. You'll see everything from those little red shots, the tar shot that just came out, spectral tiers, you name it, everything. The nail, when he uses it's going to up his damage and give him 1 blue soul heart every time he does so. So you'll see him use that against the boss in the very next room, as he's just come across that. RobSnowlock picked up the Spelunker helmet, which, as you notice on his minimap, lets him know exactly where secret and super secret rooms are. He won't be able to get into them for free, wow, but he'll still be able to know exactly where to find him. Now, on that note, let's get a double. Hey, hey. As Famine shown up twice, so we might as well do it. Everybody was beating me to it already, and I love it. There's those Rainbow me's as well for everybody subscribed to Cobalt. Love you guys. Didn't even have to ask. But double Famine here. Again, you saw TorNis use the nail, almost called it the knife. But turned into that monster, got his damage increased. Kills off Famine a little bit quicker than Rob. Gonna move on to his basement 2 first. Both are gonna get that cube of meat that TorNis just picked up. There's Rob's. It'll float around you blocking shots. The more and more that you pick up, it'll turn into Meat Boy. So we'll get to those as we see more horsemen throughout the battles. And speaking of Gish, yet another follower for TorNis. So 2 item rooms, 2 followers behind him now with really nice tiers. So another Gish, which is going to shoot out nothing but those tar balls. You'll see enemies turning black. That'll slow them and their shot abilities down. So a real nice little buddy there. Alright, so take it out Sloth. Nothing too special. We got a 2 of spades. That'll double the amount of, that'll double the amount of keys that you got on you. If you have 0, that'll give you 2. So at this point, TorNis going to hang on to that because it wouldn't actually benefit him right now. It would give him more benefit later on. Wow, Rob actually not happy with the pills that he got in his second item room. He wasn't building a very good start there. He had no damage up whatsoever. so I can't really blame him. He did reset, though, for anybody that wasn't paying attention. So Rob is back to the very first floor here. What's up, that unstable ape? Wow, I can't talk. I almost called you unstoppable for some reason. What's up, unstable? How you doing today? Brim snapping is basically taking brimstone, and you can kind of cheat it to do more shots than you're supposed to do. So we've nicknamed it brim snapping for now. Cobalt Streak's the one that kind of brought it to our attention more so. I knew that you could do like a different direction with your shot. I didn't realize that you could cheat it further after that, though. So basically we had to ban that usage of brimstone. We'll get to that. Casper used it last night. Just basically on request. Like, you know, as soon as he cleared out a room, he basically showed everybody what we were talking about. That was perfectly okay. Like, we were just kind of explaining it, and he was listening, so he's like this. And you can kind of see, like, the mouth will keep opening. You'll keep firing it. It's very odd. So, like, it's blatantly obvious when it's done. Cobalt Streak's probably the best person to show that off for you, though, if he gets brimstone. Who's winning right now? We got TorNis in the lead at the moment, just because RobSnowlock just reset. I do mean just reset, though. So technically speaking, TorNis has got himself a full-on floor lead, almost 2 floors at this point. But that means almost nothing this early on. These floors are very small. There we see, excuse me, TorNis having finished off his boss fight, gonna get the box of items, one of absolutely every type of pickup item there. Might as well. Temperance Machine will spawn a Blood Machine, which will take those 1.5 hearts that he could refill. Might as well. Alright, so 2 of Spades doubled up the 3 keys that TorNis had. He's got 6 now. So this is working out very nicely for him. I gotta imagine Rob's a little bit happier with this start. Excuse me, Super Meat Fan gives you +1 to all stats, except you get a -1 to speed. It's kind of funny, he actually moves slower as Meat Boy. I don't really get that, but you do. He's supposed to be really fast, he moves really slow. Edmund even laughed about it. But again, +1 to all stats on that item for you, except your speed. So you gotta kind of watch out. There are a couple other items that will drop your speed on you, and the slower that you get, man, in a race situation especially, you're in a lot of trouble. Alright, so again, TorNis dealing with a Catacombs level at the moment. That is the expansion version of the cave, so he's got tougher enemies like these mini greed heads. Personally, I can't stand these things. They will jump in the worst places at the worst, most inopportune possible time. I despise these things. Alright, so again, both still looking for item room here. Again, TorNis also looking for his boss fight. Rob did quickly come across his boss fight. He'll deal with that after he gets his next item room. Speaking of item rooms, TorNis just coming across his now. Yeah, those greed heads are just not fun. Yeah, TorNis always seems to get Catacombs levels. Like, I swear, it's like his curse in this game. Speaking of that, into his item room, picking up a bucket of lard. That'll increase your character's size. Doesn't actually slow you down, though it should, in my opinion, which is weird. But doesn't actually give you a speed decrease, just looks like it does. Also gives you some health up there. So again, TorNis more red hearts at this point. Feeling pretty good about himself. There's Rob finding both a curse room and item room. So my guess would be we're going to see what's in both of these. Into that item room first. Abel, that's an interesting buddy. So it's a quote-unquote follower, but he goes the exact opposite direction of what you do. So if you're pressing left, he's moving to the right. Pressing down, he's moving up. So you can see right here, going to the exact opposite side of the room. Fun part about him, he fires in the exact opposite direction that you do as well. So right here, you'll see you can kind of get the bosses, like you said. If you're firing up, he's firing down. Firing right, he's firing left. If you get the boss caught in between the two of you in the dead center of the room, though, that will still help you out a bit, but it takes some getting used to. Abel, I wouldn't exactly call a bro. I tend to pass on him most times. Why is Rob skipping half hearts? He can't pick him up. He's full on red hearts right now. The heart containers, the red ones, think about like Legend of Zelda. Excuse me. Sorry about my throat again. Either way, think about the red hearts like Legend of Zelda. Real quick, Rob picking up Mom's underwear. That's range up and has a devil deal. Let's see what this is. Ooh. Somebody called Brimstone. We got it. So there's Brimstone. We'll not see Brim snapping this time, I guarantee. Rob is one that knows how to do it, but I guarantee he knows to stay away from it. Either way, quickly Curse of Darkness on his side and won't be able to see the mini-map. TorNis is going to actually pass on... Well, I don't blame him. I forgot he has the nail. So he's going to pass on the Book of BOILeR. Same thing. Time and a half damage multiplier, but no heart off of that. So he would actually have to spend a heart to not get any more hearts with his nail. I don't blame TorNis for leaving those. Anyways, the half red hearts that Rob was leaving. The red heart containers, like this, he cannot pick that half a red heart up because it's like Legend of Zelda. He's full on them. Blue hearts, on the other hand, you can pick up infinitely. Those are kind of, think about like Minecraft armor is the best way I've heard them described. Those you can pick up infinitely, and you'll lose them, you know, just the same way, but you cannot refill particular containers. Once they're gone, they're gone. Alright, Harlequin Baby in this case. That is a follower with nice little V-shaped tears. Not real high damage, but even so, does a lot of area coverage, and again, with Abel firing from the other side, Rob's got a lot of area covered. Don't forget, he's got Brimstone. If you haven't seen what that does yet, yeah. Little bit interesting with the shot now. Oh, no problem at all. I try to explain as best I can. I'm going to miss quite a bit of stuff, though, so I do apologize for anybody new to the game or new to the races. I will miss quite a bit. Wow, that dodging by TorNis. Woo! TorNis knows exactly how to get there. That was beautiful timing. Wow. That TorNis, seriously, wow. Nicely done. I can't do that. That room, I can't dodge. I will take damage. It's guaranteed. I just faceplant it every time. Anyways, Celtic Crosshair on TorNis' side gives him a 33% chance that if he gets hit, he will have a 5-second damage shield. Because Brim Snapping is banned. That's why. We keep saying that. It's banned. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, it looks like Rob's got, like, the, like, remember those, like, I can't even think of the right word for them, like, the booty underwear, you know what I mean? Like, where it's, like, it's like that red flannel, fuzzy, whatever the hell you want to call it. It looks like he's wearing those, but he's got his Brimstone head sticking out of it, like, haha, yeah, cool. It's the greatest looking thing here. So if you get Super Meat Fan first, and then Brimstone, it only changes your character's head appearance, apparently. I never knew that. I didn't even pay attention to that until somebody just mentioned it right here. Yeah, the feety pajamas, exactly. Long johns? No, not quite the right term. I'm trying to... feety, footsies, same diff. We call them something else besides feety, and I can't think of the right word for it. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like the One Pieces. Yeah. Oof, so much money in the center there. Yeah, I was going to say, that's actually worth it for Rob to bomb into. That dime and a nickel in there, 20 cents total now, well worth the bomb usage. Now Rob's got an actual chance to get into a store and find something to use. By the way, both coming across their boss fight here. We're technically speaking in the exact same room right now. Now, mind you, again, well, I was just about to say, Rob doesn't have a key to get into his item room. We'll have to see if he actually goes back for that. Looks like he's going to say no thanks, so they're both going to move into their boss fight. We got Chubb on the left, we got the Husk on the right side. He's wearing an adorable onesie. It's basically what it amounts to. It looks awesome that way. I never saw that combo before that way. Alright, so Stem Cells is health up and a little bit of shot speed increase on TorNis' side. Doesn't actually say that, but it does give it to you. TorNis, however, picking up Pageant Boy, so I'm sure we'll see some no crown emotes momentarily. But a little bit more money, so 7 more cents on Rob's side, 27. Both move down to Necropolis 1. Again, that is Depths, but the expansion version of it, so you get tougher enemies like those masks. There's those no crowns. Alright, so let's see. Again, Rob coming across the store with a key this time. That may well be worth going into, honestly. I may consider taking that over item room at this point, although he does have very low damage Brimstone. This is going to be a real tough call. This is where the race strategies really come into play, especially when you're only sitting on one key. But nope, into the store. It did pay off. The compass for Rob, so as he walks out, you'll be able to see everything. And he's also got a key, I was going to say. I'm kind of surprised he left that. Either way, you can see everything show up on his mini-map. Won't show him exactly how to get there, but he knows what direction to head to get to both his item room and his boss fight over on the far left now. That'll carry over to every single floor as well, so that is a great purchase on his part. And speaking of finding rooms, TorNis on the right side coming across this boss fight already. So again, we're going to have to see, will he be willing to skip over an item room in the sake of saving a little bit of time in the race? So far, he is at least going to go in and fight what in this case is a Headless Horseman. Now, the other interesting thing of note is that TorNis is holding on to the Sun card, which is a 3-use card. There's Celtic Cross enacting. TorNis is invincible for the next couple seconds. That's fading off now, so he's got to back up. Again, 33% chance of that. But again, TorNis is holding on to a Sun card. That's a full red heart heal, full map reveal, and damage to everything in the room. So that's going to come in very handy for the full map reveal later on. Alright, pony for flying ability for the time being, and a god room with a scapular in it. If TorNis were to get down to half a red heart in a room. Oh wow, he's actually going to leave the nail for flying. Wow. I gotta say, I'm mystified by that choice. It helps out for this last depths floor, no question, but I'm really shocked that TorNis actually took that over the nail. Either way, flying ability and +2 speed on the pony there. Rob getting into his second to last item room does not want to worry about Peeper. That would have been an eye floating around the room doing damage to anything it came in contact with, same as if you fought Peep, the boss. But down to half a heart here, Rob playing it a little risky, gonna have to try to take everything he can out as quickly as possible. Yeah, he does need the speed, no question. Speed does help you. Again, tier rate in this case, not speed, but in oh wow. Oh god, the bloat for Rob. This is a brutal boss to have to fight at this point, especially with Brimstone, because he's going to have to be on top of the boss at all times. One of the tricks to the bloat, by the way. Oh, I was going to say stay down at the bottom of the screen. Rob down, by the way. That's painful. But stay down at the bottom of the screen, off to the side. Make him jump to you, and then go on top. He can't do that double Brimstone upwards, so keep that in mind. That's a good way to stay clear of him. Excuse me. All right, PhD for Rob to start off with this time, so he's going to get nothing but good and neutral pills. And again, if you're lagging, that's on your side, guys. You can't do anything about that, because that's your internet. I haven't dropped a single frame, so I'm in the clear here. And again, TorNis finding his last item room here. At this point, you might as well make sure that you get everything that you can. Ooh, how about that sad onion? I would gladly take that, so you're going to see a tier rate increase here for TorNis. He'll be very happy, although it looks like he's crying immensely at this point. So he'll be happy with that one. Much more tier rate. Everybody say, once again to Famine. Neutral pill would be something like bombs or key, or bad gas. Just something that doesn't actually hurt. Alright, and TorNis coming across his mom's foot fight. Again, keep in mind if you're on the Depths 2 or the Necropolis 2 in some cases, if you go into your mom's foot fight, the one that TorNis is walking into right now, your boss fight on that floor, if you do not have a way to teleport out, you are stuck in here. So get your item room first if you're planning on that. Otherwise, be really, really prepared to just move on without it. I made that mistake many a time when I started off and just thought, well, I could just kill the boss first and go back and get the item. No, you can't. You can't do that. Again, real quick, let me point out that the red patch there got enacted on TorNis' side. You see, looks like he's Meat Boy flying around now. That's a red patch. You get, I think it's like a 10% chance that if you get hit, it's going to up your damage for the room that you're in. It basically like rips your skin off and ups your damage. You cry more. Go figure. So that's why you see TorNis looking red at the moment. Again, that shield around him is invincibility for 5 seconds, so he's going to go right into the door and just face mash it. And yeah, Blue Mom, not the version you want. This spawns nothing but expansion level enemies, and you're seeing them right here. I'm thinking the Sun card may actually get utilized here, not for the full heal, even though he needs it, but mostly for the fact that when the eyeballs are out, that'll just rip Mom to shreds, so we'll see what happens. I know TorNis wants to save that for the next floor, though. I know he wants that full map reveal in the womb. There is no question about where he wants to use that. Alright, and there you saw Scapular enacting as well. He gets 1 soul heart out of getting down to half a red heart there. So a little bit risky, but had to be done. So he's going to save that card for the next one. Couple of range down pills. No thank you. He'll take that Sun card. What do we got? Another soul heart, absolutely. Well worth a bomb. What do you take? Polaroid, red patch. Tough call. He's going to take Polaroid. That'll wind up being another 5-second damage shield if he gets down low on health. Again, or if he gets down to half a red heart, TorNis would get a 5-second guaranteed damage shield with the Polaroid this time. So again, still holding on to that Sun card. I'm actually really kind of shocked he didn't use it here. I would have just popped it at the beginning of this floor, got my map for this one, and worried about Womb 2 later. That full heal would look a little too tempting to me right now. Oh yeah, for me, for example, it took me 98 deaths to get my first mom kill on record, so believe me, 61 is pretty damn good. Honestly, that's really damn good. Excuse me. No, I would not feel bad about that in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so again, in the womb where TorNis is, there are no item rooms, there are no stores, so you're just looking for a boss fight in the case of these races, and again, we only race through the womb too. Again, we do a best of 3 as well, that's why you see the zeros down below for anybody new. So if TorNis were to take out Mom's Heart at the end of the next floor, he would get 1, we'd reset both racers, and then we'd start this from scratch all over again. Oh yeah, watching people like Lethal Frag, speaking of that boss fight, by the way, TorNis just came across his, but watching people like Lethal Frag and Cobalt Streak, for example, like, I've learned so much from watching them that if I would have been watching them at the very beginning of when I played, I'd have been a lot better, I think, honestly. I picked up so many tricks from those two. Why only to the womb too? Because we do 16 races a week and I commentate all of them. So I put in more than enough hours already. I don't need to make them any longer. In the playoffs we go further, but for the purposes of this, in a best 2 out of 3, it's fine. Alright, that tower card definitely not as useful as the sun card. Gotta play it safe, especially if you were to come across a bad boss. This not being one of them. TorNis got daddy long legs here. Excuse me. Pardon the throat clears again, I apologize. Either way, there once again you see getting down to half a red heart, TorNis gets his scapular enacted, so you see that 1 full soul heart show up. So he's gonna hang on in hopes that he can get through this boss fight without having to use that sun card. He really wants that for the last floor here. Playoffs are gonna start after week 17, so we still have, oh, I just did this math and I've forgotten now. I think 2.5 more months of regular season to go, and then we got playoff start. Oh, that bomb got trolled by the leg. That's terrible. So the spider seems to want to play some soccer today with TorNis's bombs. This is becoming really interesting. And more mini greed heads. Again, I forgot to mention Rob here. When you see Curse of the Labyrinth, or you don't see anything written after Catacombs when you're on your first floor in this case, he has an XL floor. You can really tell by the layout as well. He's got, what, those 8 rooms, 9 rooms technically side by side? That's the easy way to notice it. He's got both of his caves floors put together into one. There you see that sun card by TorNis. Wow, that's a heck of a floor. So TorNis going to make his way directly on over to the right and head on over towards his Mom's Heart fight, looking to take a 1-0 lead here. Again, real quick back to Rob's side. He's got both Caves 1 and Caves 2 combined together, so he'll have 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights. The boss fights will be side by side, back to back. The item rooms will be spread out, as you noticed. He's got one showing already, hasn't found the other yet. What's up, Benon? How you doing, dude? What's up, bro? Good to see y'all. And thank you very much for the compliment, right? Thank you, thank you. Alright, just those 4 more rooms to clear. Make that 3 more rooms to clear, as TorNis has nothing in that one except for a heal. Very nice. And again, with the flying ability, TorNis can actually hang himself over one of these red rocks, and if he positions himself just right, those Diglets actually can't hit him. Problem is he wouldn't be able to shoot them either, but if he lined everything up, he could use the space use on his pony to charge at him. So there's a couple different ways you can go about these rooms with flying. We'll have open signups again for Season 3, but we're looking probably at least 6 months away before we even have information about that, honestly, because we're going to do it with Rebirth when that comes out, so we're a ways off on that yet. By the way, Relic on Rob's side, every 4 rooms that he clears, that blue cross is going to give him a blue soul heart spawn. To turn off the autoban thing again. Damn it. Alright, so this one last room for TorNis. Like I said, he's going to look to take a 1-0 lead here. Turn the autoban thing back on. right, how about teleporting for Rob? Yeah, why not? Oh, that put him in a bad spot, though, so he'd have to do some backing out of here. Again, the teleporting remote does exactly what you think it would do, teleporting him all around the rooms. Again, at this point, though, TorNis is already about, we'll say, 5 to 10% of the way through his mom's hard fight. You'll see a whole ton of spawns here. He's only got the one bomb left, so I guarantee he's... Well, I don't guarantee it, but he's probably trying to hold on for the night spawn here. We'll see him momentarily. I think it's the very next one is going to be the one where he's going to drop his bombs. We'll see. Wait, yep. Wait for it. Oh, those are the eyeballs. Dang it, I was off by one spawn. Oh, 2. Wow, why is he getting a weird one? Yeah, this is being more than a little bit weird. I thought that was the night spawn coming up on this one, but apparently not. This one? No. Monstro. Next one's going to be the Knights. All right, at this point, it has to be. Good lord. All right, so TorNis at about the 20-25% of the way through Mom's Heart at this point. Like I said, we raced through Mom's Heart in the regular season just because, honestly, in the playoffs, we'll go further. Not that it makes more sense to go further in the playoffs, but again, with so many races during the regular season, we wanted to make it go kind of quickly. Kind of being the key term here. We've had races take anywhere from 10 minutes up to 2.5 hours. So if we made it further than that, you're looking anywhere from 15 to 3 hours. And yeah, it would get a little excessive. How about a lover's card for a little bit of a heal? Absolutely. Perfect timing on those pickups by TorNis, by the way. Very nicely done. There's the night spawns I was thinking about. So that's where I was assuming that TorNis was going to use his bomb. And I think he thought that that's what was going to spawn when he did actually drop the bomb in the center of the room. But yeah, he seemed to get kind of messed up by that one. I did too. That seemed to be very odd timing on the spawns. It happens, but that was rare. Either way, there's that second Cuban meat on Rob's side. He also gets a double deal. How about Brimstone again? Sure, why not? Back-to-back runs. Why not take Guppy's head too? So Guppy's head, every time you use it, which is once per room you're allowed to, it'll actually, like you see right here, spawn at least a couple of friends till the end flies. Those are pretty high damaging homing flies. They'll go right after enemies for you. Yeah, he's got like no damage. Diana's seen this fight before with no damage. That's okay. How you doing today? How's Atlantics? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, it should have been that night spawn. I'm with you on that one. It's got to be. Like, it screwed up the order that it was going in. And it does it from time to time because the game's a troll. But that should have been the night spawn where TorNis dropped his second to last bomb at this point because now he has one. But you get the idea. Like, that, he was right where he put it. I'm with him on that one. See, and again, there's the Knights in an odd time. That shouldn't have been the spawn right there. Weird. Yeah, homing flies are 3 times your tier damage, if I'm not mistaken. You are correct there, Kodak. What's up, Xanarkin? How you doing? And good to see you, Mutton. And quite well, actually. I'm feeling pretty good today. No arguments. Alright, we're below the 50% mark. Pretty soon, TorNis is going to have enough damage done to the heart where you'll start seeing her pop out some red shots. That means she'll stay out the rest of the time and you can do direct damage to her. And again, he's almost going to need it because Rob is catching up quickly. Let's say hi to Mr. Cool. Everybody subscribe to Cobalt. Let's see those emotes because we got Loki on the left side, who's getting melted at the moment by Rob's Brimstone. And he's played some really quick catch-up. He's already in Depths 1. I'm doing really good, Xanarkin. Thank you, thank you. There's those Mr. Cools. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. So cool. There's Pageant Boy, so let's also see those no crowns, as Rob's going to take a little bit of money and move on down to Depths 2. So again, might be a little too late, and again, he's got very low health to do it with. TorNis just about to the point where Mom's Heart's going to stay out the rest of the fight. And again, I'm not really worried about him in any way, shape, or form. He's got plenty of health. But if Rob were to come across boss fights, or his boss fight here, immediately get in XL floor, and then somehow immediately find his boss fight again, it could actually get close. But again, there you see TorNis' heart's going to stay out the rest of the time. Deck of cards on Rob only gets him a Wheel of Fortune. He was hoping for an Emperor card. No such luck, though. And that's probably going to wrap up round number 1 here for TorNis. Just 1 or 2 more hits here. Again, very low damage, but it can be done. And just like that, TorNis got himself a 1-0 lead. So very nicely done, sir. And again, great comeback on Rob's side. Don't think that anybody is ever out of one of these races, guys. Rob proved that right here. He was already on Depths 2. Think about when he died. Now, all it takes is a different build. TorNis didn't have much damage, so there you go. That'll even it up. So, excuse me, but just like that, like I said, very nicely done with that low damage. That takes some serious doing there. TorNis did a very nice job, though, so let's give a round of applause to TorNis, ladies and gents. And on that note, let me get you a split link into both of their channels. You'll notice Rob is going to go ahead and reset right now. But do me a favor, go into both of their channels if the bot links it. Bot ain't going to link it. Let me try this way. Oh, shoot, I've got everything on there. Hold on. Hold on, we'll get this, I swear. Let's do this. Boom, there you go. Watch him ask if that's a spam link. Anyways, go into both of their channels, say what's up to them. We're going to get both of them reset, and I'm going to run about a minute worth of ads here, and we'll be right back on the other side. So go in there, say what's up to those guys, and I'll be right back with it. Really, Spazbot? Really? 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 Alrighty, we're back and we should be clear. Looks like both of these guys got the room that they want. Where the hell's my keyboard? There we go. That one switches me back over. Crumps knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, he doesn't. On that note, though, like I said, we're back. We're just about to get round number 2 underway here. Wow, it's going to be a long day for me, guys. I can't even think straight at this point. Good job, Crumps. Anyways, like I said, so we're back. TorNis going to reset a few times, actually. I thought he had an item room there, but I was completely wrong. That was actually a locked room looking like a store, so I'm a derp. I'm a little bit of a derp. Anyway, so he's going to reset. There we go. There was an item room showing up, at least, if nothing else. He's going to look for one that's got a curse room next to it. If anybody's wondering how the resets happen this fast, by the way, hold down your R button for a second or two, and it'll actually do just what you saw on TorNis' side. And I know that's always a constant question for this. Like, wait a minute, how are they doing this? But again, he's going to look for a curse room and an item room side by side. That's what a lot of our racers want, so that way they start off with, again, you get a choice with the item. You can reset again during the races itself. But they want to have something real handy and really accessible really quickly. And for that matter, a guaranteed curse room, because you don't always get one on the first floor. So if TorNis can see one, at least he knows for a fact that he's going to get it. Why the curse rooms? They got a lot of really good items available in them. For example, like Rob was using Brimstone last time. You can get that for free in a curse room. Not for free. It takes a little bit of damage. But again, you can get some really, really, really good stuff out of them. It looks like TorNis is making some decisions like, am I cool with that? I don't know. It's got an item. And maybe. What's the wash and den mean? Good question. If you look on BOILeR.org, let me get you a link actually too. We based it off of the National Football League. So we gave everybody to one football team. That way I got the, why am I trying to use the bot that I know isn't? Oh, hey, it is actually listening to me this time. I'll shut up. I know what I'm talking about. We basically linked everybody to one National Football League team so that I could do the scheduling easier and basically put everybody into divisions and things of that nature. So basically, RobSnowlock is quote-unquote representing the Washington Redskins, and TorNis has got the Denver Broncos. And yep, first race of the day. Alright, looks like TorNis is going to take that one, so here we go. Looks like we're about to get round number 2 underway. Again, whenever you guys are ready, feel free to do so. And again, we'll race through the, Oh, hey, what's up, Jules? How you doing, sir? And again, for those that don't know, Mr. Family Jewel 7X, guy that did the audio during our intro there, so let alone you may have heard some music in the game that, you know, maybe somebody had something to do with. I'm just going to point that out. But nonetheless, everybody say what's up to Family Jewels. There's a link for you. Please go follow those channels, by the way. If you like some good video game music, hit that man up. And again, also hit up Dorcas1218, who did the video, for that matter, on the intro. So again, give those guys some love. They did some phenomenal work, seriously. You know, I'm just pointing that out. Anyways, we got Daddy Longlegs. Oh, wow, great start for both racers. So you'll see a shadow following TorNis on the right side. There you see the leg popping down. That's Daddy Longlegs. That'll do some damage for you, especially against bosses. That does some really nice damage output. Speaking of damage, on the left side, RobSnowlock picked up Blood of the Martyr, which is going to up his damage on his tiers. You notice they're red already, so very nice output on both sides here. Poison. So into a curse room, Rob getting no luck with his. Again, this is the issue with curse rooms. Sometimes you get something really good. Sometimes you get one of those homing troll bombs, and you just have to run right back out. So it's a little bit of a risk, but it can be really worth it. Those are really good items you can get out of there. And again, both into their first boss fights. We got Pin on the left. You're going to see Rob do the bomb, quote-unquote, trick. Wait until Pin disappears, drop the bomb, stand still. Wait for Pin to show back up, walk away. Pin dies. Done. We got Monstro 2 getting slowly, in this case, put down. And again, there you see Daddy Longlegs doing the real damage there. That was about 50% with one leg hit right there. Will crack the Sky Kill Pin in one shot. It can if all those pieces hit. It can. You have to get kind of lucky with that, if nothing else, though. So Rob was into his item room, got himself Virus, which is Poison Touch. So anything that touches Rob now will pick up a damage over time poison ticking on him. So again, not the greatest thing, especially with low health, but with a tanking build, for example, if you get a lot of health, that becomes really handy. You can just walk right into enemies and like, yeah, you need poison. Boom. And speaking of curse rooms with nice things in them, TorNis finding himself 2 balls of steel pills, which means 4 soul hearts for him. He's holding on to the second one still at the moment. But again, he does have 2 more soul hearts sitting there waiting. Ow. Yeah, 'cause Pin's a puss. I love it. Alright, so both into their second boss fights now. We all know what to do. We see Famine, so... Hey. To Famine. Everybody wave. Also, we were about 50% of the way through there. Rob ripped through his already. Oh, wow. Gonna get the Sacred Heart on top of the damage that he already had. Uh-oh. Let the carry begin on the left. So Sacred Heart, huge damage, huge tears, homing shots, knockback, and piercing on your tears. Yeah, that's you have fun. So the carry has begun. Oh wow, how about that though? We got a Curse of the Labyrinth for TorNis. So two floors jammed together into one. Both of his caves floors right here together. So he's gonna have 2 item rooms. He's found the first of which already, and he's gonna have 2 back-to-back boss fights. So that could actually save TorNis quite a bit of time. We'll see how this plays out for him. But again, these tiers on Rob's side, they're nothing to scoff at. Those are really damaging. They have homing capabilities. They're quite nice, honestly. And there you see, like, just because they missed doesn't mean that they're done. And again, you get something like Coal on them. Oh, man. So good. Yeah, geez, game. Well, you gotta make this interesting. Gotta love when that happens, don't you? So Rob immediately finding his boss fight. Now, this is going to play into the race quite a bit, because Rob may not care about finding item rooms right now. There you see the Emperor's card that he picked up turns him into the Whore of Babylon, which ups his damage even further. Watch the ticks of damage off of the bar here. Doop, doop, doop. 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, and you're dead. Alright, a little bit of speed with the belt, and I'm guessing, lo and behold, Rob's just going to move right on down to the caves too. So he's got a pretty distinct advantage right now. He's well willing to skip some item rooms. All he wants is a little bit of health to be on the safe side, and I'm sure he'd be perfectly content with this. Oh, don't even worry about that, Ruckus. Seriously, like, I died 98 times before I got a mom kill. Like, you want to talk about somebody that thought that they sucked at this game? I'm raising my hand. That would be me. Ooh, I can't believe TorNis was close enough to that explosion to take damage. That's kind of surprising, honestly. Either way, Rob's still working around here in Caves 2. Yet another dead end. Ouch. Excuse me. I wouldn't say that's impressive in any way, shape, or form. I was watching enough of Man vs. Game playing it that I should have had more than enough help and tips and, you know, knowledge of the game, and yeah, no, I didn't. It was a totally different game when I started playing it. Like, these racers make it look so easy, honestly, that I'm sure people have just been like, oh, I could totally do this. Like, it can't be that. Wow, this is really tough, you know what I mean? Like, same theory. Man made it look really easy by comparison to what I can do. So again, TorNis going to walk around here just looking. I'm guessing he really wants that second item room. He's going to need something of some sort of significance to make up the time differential of the Sacred Heart that Rob's got. Again, we'll see if Rob happens across any item rooms. I doubt he'll care if he does, though. I really doubt he's going to care about it. If he happens across him, sure, he'll take the items. Don't misunderstand me. But in this situation with the race, knowing that he's down 1-0, if this comes across where you get just your boss fight and haven't seen your item room, I'm thinking Rob's going to skip them all. And indeed, so far he's living up to it. Going to go and fight the Hollow here. Yeah, Judgy, why you know Blue Candle? Why you know Blue Candle? If Rob gets something with the tier rate increase, yeah, that's going to be a GG right there, honestly. Yeah, if it was like Small Rock especially, because you get damage up along with the tier rate increase, yeah, that would be a GG, honestly. How about a Devil Deal while he's already got God items? That's really surprising. Anyways, a little bit more health up with stem cells. Oh, there's that coal I was talking about. How about some more damage output? Sure. So as your shots stay further on the screen, the coal is going to make it so that they grow in size and damage output. So remember when I was saying the coal's a really nice thing to have in combination? As long as your shots stay on screen. Now notice that some of these shots miss, curve around for a second, come back and hit the boss here. That's much better in this case. Much, much, much better once you get the coal enacted. Because that's going to make him still keep growing in size and damage. So that's kind of a carry item right now. So a little bit of, well, in that case, damage up if he's far enough away from enemies. Rob moving on to his Depths 1. And TorNis going on into his second straight boss fight. Like I was saying, welcome to an XL floor where you have back-to-back boss fights. Oh, how did that urine not hit TorNis? Are you kidding? That was right under him. How did... Wow. TorNis is lucky. I can't believe that didn't hit him. Either way, very nicely done. Yeah, and yet another Judgy. Judgies everywhere, man. But again, speaking of the Small Rock, TorNis also holding on to that. So again, damage up, fire rate increase, movement speed decrease. So be real careful of that. Be real wary when you pick that up. If you're down very low on speed, that can haunt you. So be very careful. And I was going to say, we're kind of even in this out. We're both on the same floor right now. Again, TorNis making up some time by skipping over one item room. He got that Small Rock to kind of compensate for it. But Rob immediately finding his boss fight, which is the Mask. I saw somebody call that one earlier, too. Mask of Infamy. No health bar. Trollingest boss ever, I swear to God. Christina will vouch. Yeah, not cool. What's up, Trolly? How you doing? But again, with that internal compass, Rob moving directly over to the boss fight. TorNis on the same floor, though, so this is still closer than you'd think. Again, remember, Rob's got Poison Touch, so he kind of utilized this here against the Mask. That's a really good choice, honestly. If you're going to get hit, might as well get Poison on it. How about more health up and another Devil Deal? Oh, flying in Guppy's Paw. How about a lot of health up? Guppy's Paw will take any red heart container you have, empty or not, and turn it into 3 blue hearts for you. So infinite almost health up for Rob, and sitting very pretty right now. Rob can just face mash the world. He doesn't even care. Yeah, that was a really quick Mask fight. See what I mean about the damage upgrade on that? Yeah. The dice get unlocked on Isaac if you beat Mom's Heart with the blue baby. Alright, so now the question is, will Rob actually find this last item room that he has available? Because he skipped over so many item rooms here, it's ridiculous. He doesn't even care, though. Like I said, this build is ridiculous for him, so he doesn't even care about missing the items. That Sacred Heart, pretty much more than enough in and of itself. But there's that item room, so we actually get to see an item on Rob's side for the first time since, I believe, the caves. And believe me, TorNis is not out of this yet by any means. All he has to do is come across this boss fight, and he's having bad luck right now doing so. But if he comes across this boss fight, this is still a very good close race. This ain't over. Oh, sack of pennies. Nothing real special there on Rob's side. That just would have dropped a coin or two every couple of rooms that he cleared. So real quick, we'll fight Lust. He's already gotten the poison touch off of that, so he knew it was going to be a pill. How's a watermelon? How you doing? There's that item room for TorNis. He's got to take out these nasty knights first, though. My least favorite, besides masks, my least favorite regular enemies. No question. I despise these things, too. Like, they will just like, oh, look, there's somebody behind me. How do you see me? Would be my question. And again, TorNis with no key cannot get into that item room. So again, we'll be back for that, hopefully. There you see the one-time use of Epic Fetus on the doctor's remote there. Excuse me, that is okay, but again, Epic Fetus turns all of your tears into what you just saw TorNis use there. So that's why we had to ban Epic Fetus itself. Come on, blood, clear already. Wow. Like, TorNis is just sitting there waiting for blood to clear so he can get through the room. There is that boss fight we've been searching for. We knew it was coming sooner or later. Had to be. Yep, you can only roll on the banned items. Alright, there's that key for TorNis. Ooh, not bad. Rosary gives you Faith Up, which gives you more chance at God rooms and God items. So, like, if you go in the store, you're probably going to see the Bible, for example. But again, great timing on this, too, by the way. Isaac. Not right, or not the right fight, but either way, it's still kind of funny. Moving on to the Mom fight here on the left side, we got Rob fighting regular Mom. Moving on to his Depths 1 fight, so one full floor behind right now on the right side. We got TorNis fighting Monstro 2, and the champion version of him, who jumps way faster. This guy is annoying. Yep, we got races all night pretty much. What's up, Bolden? How you doing? We'll have a little bit of a, I guess, downtime, for lack of a better word, in between most of the races, but yeah, we got races going pretty much all night. And for those joining in, yes, this is just our first of the day. We're in race number 2 in a best 2 out of 3. Right now, Rob looking to even it up in 1 apiece. Holding on to Sacred Heart. Yeah, enough said. How about a little more damage up and 1 more health back? That Polaroid becomes kind of useless. We might as well take it, though. Or not. Pact will give TorNis on the right side some damage up and fire rate increase. Ooh, very nice. There's that XL floor I was talking about. So again, 2 floors combined into 1 on Rob's side, and it's regular womb, so it could be a lot worse if that were utero. But in the womb, again, there are no item rooms, there are no stores to look for. You're just looking for boss fights, and in this case, they'll be side by side. So it's going to save Rob a lot of time here if he happens across them, so that'll be a very, very big help on his side. Alright, speaking of, can we get a judgy, please, for TorNis once again, as he's going to spend some time hoping for something really good and carrying out of here. Or the Celtic Cross. Again, we saw that last race, 33% chance that if you get hit and take damage, that you get a 5-second damage shield where you're invincible. Judgy meh? Yeah, we're going to go with judgy meh. I mean, it could have been better, but I guess it could have been worse. It could have been a ladder or something. Actually, it could have been like a 27-cent ladder. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse, honestly. So at least the game is something that helps. Some kind of something. Yeah, not really. Anyways, we got Super Envy. Again, notice that this is not a mini boss room on the mini-map. Therefore, Rob can actually bomb out of it, and that is a great choice. Hopefully his boss fight's over on this side, because if he has to go back through there, that's another bomb he has to waste. But well worth it. That would take a lot of time to clear that room. Well, speaking of that dead end I was talking about, there's that dead end Rob just walked into, so yeah. All the way back through. How about Super Envy? Nope. Just double Envy this time. That could have been worse. We got Guppy's Head once again showing up in a curse room for TorNis. Again, when you use that, charges up every single room for that matter, but you get at least 3. I believe it's 2 to 5. Don't quote me on that. You get 2 to 5, I believe, for Until the End Flies, which take your damage, multiply it by 3. Yeah, dead end, no. So again, Rob going to try up here to the top right. That curse room at this point, everything in the womb hits you for 1 full heart of damage. So you have to be really careful. Pardon my hiccup. Hold on 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Either way, like I was saying, everything in the womb, and beyond for that matter, hits you for 1 full heart of damage. So you have to be careful, especially going into curse rooms, things of that nature, because you're going to take 1 full damage going in, 1 more full damage coming back out, unless you have flying capability. And speaking of damage and hearts and things of that nature, notice that TorNis has a half a white heart in his build. So it goes those red hearts, then that white heart, then the blue ones. That's actually the ordered vice versa that they get removed in. So if you get hit right now, TorNis would lose blue hearts all the way up until he loses all those, and then the white heart would disappear, then the red hearts would start going. Either way, though, that half a white heart, if TorNis finds a second one on this floor, or takes that down to the next floor with him, would become a full white heart or red heart container. A full white heart container, because those exist. You know what I mean, though. It would become a full health up red heart container for him. Yeah, keep in mind, guys, there's, like, LCS going on every single weekend, so, of course, that got scheduled after we did all this, so, yeah, there's, like, no choice in the matter. Like, that breaks Twitch every single weekend, so basically just got to keep on pause and playing. Don't refresh the whole page, just pause and play. It'll reconnect you to a different server sometime, or at some point, and you'll actually get a clear connection. But I haven't dropped a single frame yet, so basically, it's all just, like, between Twitch and whatever service provider you got. Speaking of, there's that second white heart on this level, so TorNis got his health up already. There you go. So what was that about not until you go to the next level? Because if you get 2 on the same floor, you get a full-on one, so there you go. Yeah, right. Anybody else getting a Fat Shuffler XL floor vibe off of this one? Like 34 rooms, anybody? Ooh, Spirit of the Night. Let's see those no shovels for that matter, as one of the banned items finally shows up this week. So let's see those no shovels. And again, what that shovel does is every 6 rooms, that would give you a way down to the next floor. So again, in this case, like if TorNis were to take that right now, if he were able to take that, he'd be on the womb too. Same floor that Rob's on, basically. So he would have 1 less boss fight to get through, however. So again, every 6 rooms, that would also charge up and let you go to the next floor again. So it's a little too overpowered for race situations. Again, if you're doing a speed run, awesome item. Doing a race, and a little bit unfair. And again, we're not doing speed runs, we're doing races. So there's a little bit of a difference. I'm not knocking speed runs, I do those myself, but hey, you get the idea. There's a difference between the two, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so again, Rob's still just trying to figure out where the heck this boss fight's going to be at. This is a weird floor layout. Like, I'm running out of ideas here. It's got to be down to the left, obviously, but where would be the question. So he's going to try in dead center here. And again, only 3 bombs left, but he's sick of going through this floor already, so he's just going to bomb through. There we go. There's the 2 boss fights we've been looking for. Wow, that floor. Speaking of boss fights, TorNis finding his as well, so technically speaking, we're going to be in the same room momentarily. Problem is right after Rob clears his, he's an entire floor ahead of TorNis. So that's how you got to look at this. Notice the other boss fight attached to the north here. So he's going to fight Mom's Heart immediately after this Blastus' fight. And TorNis has got himself the Fallen, so again, very nice boss fights here. Fallen's going to wind up giving TorNis a guaranteed Devil Deal item, so not a Devil Deal itself. That could still show up, and he knows that there is one on the floor. He was already in it. But, so it could show up again, is what I'm trying to say. But he's guaranteed a free one, basically, at the end of the floor. Rob gonna move on to his Mom's Heart fight, though. So again, like I said, now that full floor advantage on Rob's side that happened instantaneously. Welcome to an XL floor. But he's gonna be looking to tie this up in one apiece. TorNis is gonna hope to God that he gets something. Ooh, Parasite would have been nice. Or it still is, I should say. That'll actually take your shots and split them whenever they hit anything solid. But again, probably, and, well, not guaranteed, but probably going to be too late. Unless he bombs through and just happens to get directly to this boss fight, and I mean directly to it. And again, Spirit of the Night gave TorNis Flying and Spectral Tears. The Spectral portion really screws up the splitting on the Parasite. So that kind of actually is a terrible item synergy that he got there. Either way, about 50% of the way through Mom's Heart. Bombing on through to that last bomb for Rob. Again, just under 50% though. So again, this is a rush as TorNis has found his half a heart at the moment, so he has to go back and heal this up. He's got basically no choice. Had to go grab that pill. Maybe too little too late for him anyways, though. Again, in the same room at the same time. This has been a hell of a close race. But it's going to be too little as Rob just finishes off Mom's Heart. Wow, that comeback, though. Holy man. I can't believe TorNis found it that quick. Like, of all things, too, and you find your boss fight. Like, if it would have been one room sooner on that side, that would have been an extremely close race. Just one room sooner, and TorNis would have been right there. But he had no choice. He had to go back and grab that pill in hopes that it does something. And at this point, might as well find out what it is, honestly. But again, wow, close race on that one. Jeez Louise, guys. Rob coming out with the victory on that one, tying it up at 1 apiece, forcing a pivotal Game 3 in our first race here of the day. So again, give us about a minute or so. We'll be right back on the other side of it. We'll get both of these guys reset. And let me get you the link into both of their channels here in the meantime. So go say what's up to Rob and TorNis. Tell them both great races on that one. Tell Rob congrats. We'll get them both reset. We'll get round number 3 started up momentarily here. Be right back with you. Thank you again for all the support, guys. Alrighty, and with that, we're back and we're clear. And that keyboard, right? Yeah, I know which keyboard I'm using. Two keyboards, 2 mice. It's messing with me, man. Either way, we're back and we're clear. So we're just about to start round number 3 again. RobSnowlock just won the last round. Excuse me, and it's tied us up here at 1 round apiece. So it's RobSnowlock on the left side, your Washington Redskins, versus TorNis on the right side, your Denver Broncos. Mr. Mouse, if you will. Or Mouth. But I'm Tish. For those who missed it, I accidentally said one week that TorNis fires with his mouth. And, yeah, that was kind of an oops on my part. But yeah, I said that on accident, so it's been the ongoing joke ever since. By the way, if anybody's wondering how TorNis is resetting so quickly, he's holding down the R button for a few seconds. And no, I will not let that joke die because I'm the one that screwed up, and it was funny, so... TorNis. I can see the laugh. I knew that was why I was reacting to that one. I love it. Yep. I'm a firing with my mouth. Wait, what? No. Yeah, so I screwed that one up pretty badly, quite honestly. Second chimney is superfluous. Love it. Oh god, I haven't seen the pile. Oh wow, I haven't seen that one yet. That's a good emote. I haven't seen that Kappa yet. That's good. Either way, like I said, we're gonna race down through the Womb 2 here. So whoever takes out Mom's Heart, or gets a mom kill, I should say, to clarify things, on their account first. So you could kill the devil if you really, really wanted to and found a way to get down there. Again, that's the Magic D250 roll. He accidentally did that to himself, and we had to make that roll on the fly. But you have to get a mom kill on your account to get the victory. And again, we're doing a best 2 out of 3. So again, this will be the all-deciding match between these two, both looking for their 3rd victory of the season. Yeah, I'm a fire and a mediocre employee. I love that one. What's up, Kills? How you doing? Yeah, quite well myself. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me. And again, getting like, blah, 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 blah. Let me try that, actually spitting the words out that I wanted to. Here's the split link for both of their, there we go, for both of their channels, both of their chats, so go on in there, wish them good luck for this. Again, TorNis at some point is going to get lucky enough to at least find an item room. There we go. I was going to say, like, wow, man, his resets are hating him today. Like, he's getting some reset hate. On that note, though, looks like he has finally found himself a room with an item room attached to it, so we're going to be good to go on this one. Yeah, that panda one's awesome, dude. Yeah, Magic actually did win that race, Miss Novel. Yes, he did. But again, we'll get round number 3 started momentarily. These two are on a call, so hit up that catguard.net link. That'll get you into both of their channels. Be sure to mute one of them, otherwise you're going to be like, what? Wait, why am I getting audio doubling? This is weird. But be sure to mute one of them, like I said, and they'll talk to each other. They'll get their race started as soon as they're ready to go. And again, best of luck to both Rob and to TorNis here. Whoever wins this one's going to win the day 2-1. So again, best of luck, guys. And again, root on your favorite racer and or favorite team, as the case may be. Yeah, accident first season, on purpose in season to be determined. Ooh, nice start here. Well, nice start on one side. Rob's got himself Bloody Lust on the left side as he kills enemies. So, for example, this first one dies, he's going to get about half a damage increase. As this one dies as well, another half a damage increase just for this room. It already reset itself, so he's back to base damage now. Again, TorNis has got himself Harlequin Baby. You can see the tears firing out in a V-shaped pattern, and found himself his boss fight immediately as well. So, what reset? It's like it never happened. Like I said, these floors are very small. Resets happen a lot. Oh, really? He got trolled out of that item rock? That should have hit it. Either way, again, Rob's got a cap of, again, when he kills off 6 enemies in the room, you get about, we call it pi damage. It's about 3.2 total that you can cap at. But Bloody Lust is very nice for that. By the way, everybody, once again, it's famine. We all know what to do. Hey. Yeah. So let's make sure that we all say hey to famine. And on that note, say goodbye to famine. So we're going to get 1 cube of meat on the right-hand side. That'll be the orbital floating around blocking shots for TorNis once again. And we got Larry Jr. just about halfway down on Rob's side. We'll see what item he gets momentarily. Yeah, we need to make, like, alternate versions of the Famine Hay account, like Famine H-A-Y, where it's just Famine throwing hay. And then, like, Famine A, the Canadian version, where he's got a Canadian flag. And, like, we could work with this. We could make things happen. I'm just saying, Ataka. We can make things happen. On that note, Magic 8-Ball on Rob's side, that's actually mismarked. That gives you a shot speed increase, so your shots will move faster on screen, visibly. Not fire out. Technically, they do fire out faster. It is technically a DPS up. But not much, so it's not noticeable on that. It's just your shots move faster. Yeah, famine buy. And it's just like nothing. It's an empty emote because there's no famine left. Least favorite basement boss on my side? Without question, the Headless Horseman. No question. I hate having to fight the Headless Horseman first couple floors. If not, Gertie Jr. definitely takes the cake. Alright, you notice that Rob's got 2 different types of these spider spawners in here. The one that's blue over here is actually a champion mob. It's going to have more health. As he kills it, he's guaranteed some sort of item off of it. In this case, he gets a treasure chest. And nothing too special. He gets a heart out of it. At least it was free. Yeah, Gertie Jr. is not bad, but I don't prefer to fight that first couple of floors. I never have enough damage to deal with it correctly. Alright, Loki's Horns. One of my least favorite items, honestly. I almost never take this now. But you can see TorNis going to fire out in all 4 directions randomly from time to time. And there you saw one of them right there. Perfect placement on it, too, amazingly enough. But nonetheless, like I said, randomly from time to time, your shots will go out in all 4 directions. It says tier rate increase. I think it is. I'm not 100% positive. I keep forgetting to check that. It's at the dry cleaner. My badge was dirty. This is a taco we're talking about. We know that's a dirty badge. I'm kidding. What? Why do I see that not ending well? There's a little bit of health up as TorNis is taking out Pin. He'll be moving down to his caves and gets an XL floor out of it. When you see Curse of the Labyrinth, you have an XL floor. Both of your caves floors, in this case, put together into one. Again, though, only one SOAR, only one secret room, only one super secret room, only one library if you come across it, only one legitimate challenge, only one blood challenge. But you get 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights. The boss fights will again be side by side. So you gotta look out for those. Excuse me. Ooh, speaking of looking out for stuff, how about damage up and a huge tier increase on that one for Rob. He's also going to take Isaac's head here, so now a follower also firing out some tiers, but Max's head picked up on the left side. Rob going to be a very happy man. He's been getting some very nice items today. Like, wow. So again, you'll see his tiers will have huge knockback ability. Wow, how about this? 2 item rooms in the same room for TorNis. That has happened very infrequently this season. That may only be the 2nd time on an XL floor that's happened. Very nice. So that'll save him a lot of time. Too bad TorNis has no keys, mind you, but that will save him a lot of time. Alright, a little bit more health up for Rob. He's also got himself a devil deal. And we got Spirit of the Night and Guppy's head. I was going to say Spirit of the Night may be a taker. That's flying and spectral tier ability. You'll be able to actually fly over rocks and also be able to shoot through them. So very handy right there. Again, flying into and out of your curse rooms like that, you're only going to take half damage. You don't take that spike damage on the way in, only on the way out. Well, technically speaking, and I want to see this happen at some point, you could actually get a room like TorNis has got right here that also has your 2 boss fights connected to it and an XL floor. I'd love to see that happen, especially in a race situation. Like, you just pop down onto the floor and it's like, here's your 2 item rooms and your boss fights. Like, what? Because it could theoretically happen. It'd be very slim chances, but that could happen. I could also win the lottery. Again, not going to happen, but it could. Just putting the thought in everybody's mind that it's feasible. And if you see that, by the way, I want you to tweet me a picture of it. No photoshopping. And there's that item room for Rob. So again, he'll be over towards this boss fight once again as soon as he's done here. So it's hard to tell who's got the lead at the moment. This is really close, let alone they're basically on the same floor. Alright, Rob into his, ooh. Kind of wishing he had about 5 more cents. Make that 10 more cents, I bet he's wishing for at the moment. Yeah, no Photoshop, dang it. Alright, back to that boss fight like I was saying. In for Gertie on this one. So again, you can see Rob can fire through rocks. That'll make getting these fistulas really easy to get him out of the way. There you see that Bloody Lust enacting as he's killing off some flies, getting +3 damage, so he'll be doing a lot of damage tick here. Alright, there's that other key, so TorNis going to make his way back on over for his 2nd item room. We'll see what he gets. Finally getting his way in there. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Well, hopefully it was going to happen, let me say that. And this time going to get the rosary again, so a couple of soul hearts, and again your faith goes up, which means more chance at God room and God items. So if TorNis goes into his store, chances are Bible's probably sitting in there now. Yeah, everybody's won the lottery. What are you complaining about, Crumps? Jeez. In that case, why isn't anybody sharing, man? I feel so left out. Bible would one-hit kill both Mom's Foot and Mom's Heart, so 2 of the last 3 bosses in this case would get one-hit killed. It also lets you fly for the room you're in, but we couldn't allow it just for the fact that it one-hit kills the last 2 bosses. Punbot. Yeah, maybe the crown? Maybe? Okay, in this case, yes. It goes nicely with the headband, doesn't it? I mean, come on. No, so again, Rob took the, we call it Diana's crown. That's why the no crown joke is in there. You see it over and over. It's just a joke. A lot of our racers won't pick it up, though, just for spite. And laughs more so than anything, honestly. But even so, a little bit of money there off of Pageant Boy for Rob off of the last boss. This time he's got Little Chad showing up after this fight. That'll spawn red hearts for him every couple of rooms that he clears. Alright, like I said, there's a little chat. Rob's actually going to skip his item room here in the sake of time because he knows that TorNis has found both of his boss fights here and has cleared damn near that entire XL floor. So again, I almost called him Pistula. Let's try that again. Pestilence is the boss fight on the right side. So again, we're going to see the second cube of meat show up for TorNis. I didn't even see that enemy that was underneath him. Wow. I was wondering how he got hit, and then I saw the enemy. Either way, though, so we'll see that second cube of meat. That'll turn the cube of meat floating around TorNis into Meat Boy's head, which will actually fire out shots along with still blocking shots. So great, great orbital there. That's one of everybody's favorites. Pestilence shares no love. He doesn't say hey to us, so we have no reason to say hi to him. Everybody shun Pestilence. Say nothing to this man. No. That's basically why. Pestilence doesn't actually say hey like Famine does. So we don't say hi to him. He's rude. He's rude. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Fistula, look at that! Fistula! What do you know? It's like I knew things. Wow. So TorNis fighting Fistula. Wow, look at that. All the bombs in the dead center. That worked out beautifully against this boss. That Anarchist Cookbook could not have been used better there by TorNis. Great job on that one. Again, it's sheer dumb luck where it drops the bombs, but that worked out beautifully. And wow, speaking of working out beautifully, Rob already overlords his boss fight too. So we're going to have to see here. This is going to go pretty quickly. He's got himself an advantage on TorNis at this point. It's almost this entire floor. Again, TorNis with a Curse of Darkness will not see his mini-map. Also, Rob again with the Fallen this time. Strength Guard will up all of his stats by 1 on the left side. And Fallen will guarantee that you get 1 Devil Deal item free of charge at the end of this. And again, Rob does still have his D6, so if it turns out to be the shovel or something banned, he is allowed to re-roll it, so we'll see what happens. Oh, why is the fucking spam bot thing not working? Thank you. Alright, go to Vegas. Can I? Anybody want to fund that? I'll catch you in on the profits. If there are any. There won't be any. I'm letting you know right now, there won't be any. But, you know, if you want to, you could fund it. No, kidding. Yeah, since when did I start calling things? I don't understand, man. Ooh, how about Guppy's Paw? Like I said, way to triple up your health here. Ooh, even better. How about the mark? Tough call. I wouldn't worry about putting the fire out with Spectral Tears. Do you take the mark for that damage up and 1 soul heart return? Mind you, he kind of can't at this point because I forgot that he had the strength card, so yeah, moot point. Anyways, I forgot he had the strength card in act. I was like, how to get down to 2 hearts? But that would totally explain it, and I'm stupid. Durr. So anyways, Rob going to use Guppy's Paw, turn all of his red heart containers, both of them I should say, into 3 soul hearts apiece. So he's got 6 blue hearts again. So just like last run, Rob basically for all intents and purposes is the blue baby. He can still take red health up and will still get a red heart container out of it though. I'm telling you, you guys want to buy me lotto tickets, I'll do it. If you want to donate and be like, you can only buy lotto tickets with this, I'll literally prove to you that I did it. Wow, there we go. TorNis found himself his boss fight already, so he could quickly catch up to Rob here. We'll have to see how he plays this. If he skip over his item room, and he might be. He's got a pretty decent build, at least at this point. He may be willing to skip that. Now knowing that Rob, well, if he knows, Rob has found his boss fight here, so he may have to go ahead and do this. I don't know that TorNis has much choice in the matter at this point, and indeed he doesn't, so heading on in, gonna fight Wretched here. If there's 1 banned item in the Devil Room, can you still reroll it? Yes, you can. There's a couple weird rules like that. By the way, real quick, Rob fighting Red Mom. First time we've seen it today. She's going to stomp her foot down much more often. Just keep moving side to side like you see. Rob's doing this perfectly. Watch out for the eyeball opening, but just keep moving. All you got to do. So both about 50% of the way through there. Wretched going down a lot faster. Either way, though, if you got, let's say, the shovel and the pact in your devil deal, shovel being banned, pact being a good item, you would have to take the pact first if you wanted it. Or you could basically at that point, because you can't pick up the shovel, right? So at that point, let's say that you can't afford the pact. You can re-roll both of them. You just can't take whatever the pact rolls into. You can only take what the shovel rolls into. If that helps. Hopefully that explanation helps. I'll try to explain that better at some point. And Rob with 1 or 2 more hits. There you go. Finishing off his mom's foot fight. So taking a little bit of health up. He's going to turn that 1 red heart into 3 soul hearts again with his guppy's paw. And he'll be moving on to the womb. Did he really get another one? Did he really? He did. Wow. Curse of the Labyrinth again. Another XL womb floor for Rob. So again, with a 1 floor advantage already, has got both of his both of his wombs floors jammed together here into 1. So he's just looking for 2 back-to-back boss fights. Wow. Yeah, TorNis has Loki's horns. Yes, he does. So that's why you'll see him firing out in all 4 directions like he just did right there. Perfect timing on that game. Thank you. It's like you knew what I was asking for. I love when that happens. Oh, wow. Now that's an emote. Oh, my God. Pure skill, baby. Pure skill. Yeah, TorNis' build is not exactly like, oh wow, I could totally beat anything sideways. Yeah, I could just close my eyes and hold the button. No, it's not that good, and he's making really good work with it. Like, he's doing really, really well with it here. But he does not have much working for him. So again, it's all about timing now. TorNis just got to find this boss fight. Again, if he gets his item room on the way, awesome, but he's really hoping it's on the way to his boss fight, if anything. He's got to be saving time at this point. And, oh, how did that shot actually hit Rob? That was pretty cheap. Anyways, with the Polaroid, I'd like to point something else out. Rob having taken the Polaroid after the last floor, with just blue hearts right now, he's guaranteed that every time he gets hit, he gets a 5-second damage shield. Oh, he has no orbital. That sucks. He has no bombs either. Oh. Well, that's going to make this fun. You could still fly over there. You'd be surprised. All right, screw it. High Priestess card it is. There's a way to take care of that Mimic. No orbital. Rob can't just walk into the center of the room on that Mimic. That sucked. Alright, so let's see. TorNis, I'm guessing, going to be heading towards this boss fight up here. If not, obviously it's down in the middle on the right. But I'm going to say boss fight's up here, item room's in the middle. Just a guess, though. All right, now Rob is 2 and 4, and TorNis is 2 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. There's those 2 boss fights for Rob, like I was talking about. Made much shorter work of this XL floor this time. But he's got double Loki, so let's see those double Mr. Cools. Again, you only really need 1, but if you're subscribed to Cobalt, let's see those Mr. Cools, because it is double Loki. Well, Loki 2. Either way, Rob about halfway through it, down to just the 3 soul hearts at this point, though, but he's got Mom's heart staring him in the face right afterwards. So TorNis knows that he's in a little bit of a timing predicament here. He's going to bomb out of that dead end and keep working on down towards the center. And by the way, yes, I was wrong. I'd like to point that out. I'm willing to admit it. I was wrong. But a couple more hits here for Rob, and he'll be on into that Mom's heart fight. There's a little bit more health up. That's going to be beautiful as that Guppy's Paw enacted 1 more time. We'll give him 3 more soul hearts. And nothing too special off of that. I'd rather have the Polaroid. And moving on into Mom's heart. Lots of hearts at this point now. Rob looking for a 2-1 victory here today. So best of luck to you, sir. TorNis looking for some catch-up time. He's got to find his boss fight soon. It's got to be this way, obviously. There's that item room I was talking about, that if it's on the way, awesome. But if not, whatever, skip it. Yeah, we got about 10% of the way through Mom's heart, like I was saying. Rob's still working with his full 6 soul hearts right here. We got TorNis finally coming across his boss fight. Again, at least he got something with a little damage here. Oh, Taku can't pay to turn that back on. And into his mom's foot fight. So again, 2-floor advantage right now on Rob's side. And he is about, we'll say 35 to 40% of the way through mom's foot, or through mom's heart. We got mom's foot, the original version on the right side. TorNis using a devil card that'll multiply his damage time and a half. Excuse me. Ah, it's too busted. Gotcha. Yeah, so it just thinks everything is. That would explain why it tried to get me a few times when I T-edited. But again, under the 50% mark, Rob will have this pretty soon to the point where it lives will stay out the rest of the time. Just got to take care of Chubb and his few minions here. TorNis about 25% left on the foot here. He got hit once with Red Patch. That gave him a it's like a 10% chance. I take that back. That you turn into basically Meat Boy and it ups your damage for the room that you're in. You see the dead bird floating around behind him as well. I forgot to mention that. If you get hit, there's a chance that the bird comes out and does some damage for you. Ooh, he got lucky that he didn't get hit there. So TorNis through mom's foot. But again, might be too little too late. Rob just a little bit more damage to enact here on the heart. He's got plenty of health left. TorNis did get an XL floor, though. Watch him find his boss fight almost immediately. I'm calling this right now. On that note, though, Rob, 1 or 2 more hits, and just like that, your Washington Redskins, Mr. RobSnowlock, your 2-1 winner here today, ladies and gentlemen. Very nicely done. That was a great way to start the day, guys. Beautiful, beautiful race. Seriously, amazing job on both racers' sides. That was very, very well fought.